Hello guys, welcome back to the video. Today is day 44, season 3, so let's go now. So afternoon, got two landies, got a trailer parked up and the quad somewhat abandoned, sort of in front of the Land Rovers. I believe the farmer's son has been doing a bit of work to it because apparently there's something wrong in the engine, so he's finally got it running again. So I'm assuming that's why she's parked there. We've got the mini digger here with the grading bucket has just been dumped there as they've been doing a job, but they didn't need it, so they left it there. Chickens, chicks knocking about. Then you got the roller, little trailer, keyed in to pop back up in the shed. The house group has been put in here, and there's some geese. Basically, these geese from the other farm that the farmer has, and he's basically selling them on. So currently being kept in here, as the outside the other farm, sorry, is just so big that they would just get lost, because obviously they were in a separate shed to compared to the other animals at the other farm. So they're in one of our sheds, and obviously the other farm having sheds with geese, ducks, chickens, you name it, it would get a bit confusing. So there's only one shed here, so it's a bit easier for them to collect it from here. So they're just sitting in there until they get picked up. And then you got the ducks, two ducklings knocking about as well. Sheep trailer there. 7740 parted up, lawnmower parted up, John Deere mower, ram baler, wrapper, turf forager, and the class rake here. Also, it doesn't seem like we're going to get any more chicks or ducklings, so that'll be this 2 each for this year. Then here we have quite a nice lineup of cars. We've got obviously the Farmer's Son size 200, the old car of the Farmer's Son, the Mark 6 Golf. Literally nothing has changed. You got the Mark 5, doesn't have a CB anymore, and then you've got the Subaru with the rally livery. He does actually do a bit of rallying, but he's not from, I think that's Denmark, probably wrong, but yeah, he's obviously from the UK, hence why he's rallying in the UK. So yeah, so apparently, well, they're all here for a TikTok, but then they're going to do they sort of do a meetup every now and then, and they haven't done one in a while, so they've all met up here. They're just going to go for a bit of a spin around the area. I can imagine what the IS200 will be doing. The Golfs, probably not. Well, this one's got a remap, so probably won't be doing that. This one I don't know, possibly has a remap, I'm not sure. And the Subaru might be doing a bit of drifting, potentially. Depends where they go, but he'll definitely be doing a bit of different because Farmer's Son knows how to do it now. So yeah, they're just all here filming a TikTok of the 4 cars. So that's why they're all parked up here. But yeah, so I'm starting to think that the Farmer's Son might like red, as he's got a red CV on both of his cars, and obviously as you can see his mate really hasn't changed much. So basically that was the Farmer's Son's and that was his mate's. Now that's his mate's and that's the Farmer's Son's. So there, they all know each other. These two are the closest. Farmer's Son knows these, but he's not as close as he is with them. As far as I know, most of them do a bit of farming or have done farming in their life. I don't think the Scooby has though. Obviously he knows like some stuff about farming. But yeah, these are sort of agri lads. He's sort of an agri lad. I think he does something to do with construction. So Yeah, but very nice cars. Personally, I'd go for that. I'd actually pick, this is the order I'd have them in, but yeah, number one pick would be this. That's, I mean, it just looks nice really. In the shed, T6, 6616 and the 6920S packed up. Yet to find something to go behind the 6920S, but as you can see, hedge cutters parked back up, first spreader, first bags, and obviously the 6920S, it's got nothing behind it, but could potentially put like the buck rake or something there, maybe something else, not too sure. Now, as you can tell, the tail end is looking a bit different. So 3400 has been sent off within the past week, and as you can tell, the noticeable differences are it's got a different beacon. The top glass is actually shut. As before, it was permanently open, and they had to try and close it, but it wasn't fully sealed. It's got two front lights, and it's got an actual exhaust. So she's been sent off to get fixed. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that she was going to get fixed. So here she is. Obviously, she hasn't actually been fixed in real life. She's actually just been sold, and I bought another one. But for the storyline, she's been fixed. So yeah, I don't think anything else has happened, as far as I know. That's all that she was missing originally, so she's back in the shed now, ready for winter. Herb stump trailer, bale trailer, lug rake, out forks, the usual, slash trailer, flatbed trailer, and double bay lifter. Now the flatbed trailer is going to be moved, they're thinking either in the shed or just out of the pit. Obviously these two need to be moved because we need to get to the herb stump trailer or the bale trailer, and also at some point they're going to have to start prepping for cows to come in as well. And then we've got the farm here, the T6080 with the Marshall muck spreader on the back. So they've started their first or second muck job of the year. So they've just been spreading a bit of muck there. And obviously he's let the farm son off to go for a bit of spin with his mates. Just for today obviously. Turn the buckets part or sort of dumped back in this area here. Then we have a very nice TD5 on double axle trailer with the spare wheel that's come off. It does go in there, but they haven't fixed it yet, and that's what brought the Mark V. As if you don't remember, when she was back in June I think it was, she went to the Donegal Rally and she wasn't able to be driven over here, so his dad had to collect it on the trailer. And now someone else has, one of his mates who has a Land Rover decided, instead of his dad doing it, he would just bring him here. Yeah, so he needs to get that sorted quick so he can get back out in his car. So yeah, but I thought he would have had it sorted by now, as it is mid-September, but yeah. So that will be going back on that. The Subi's fine, Mark 6 is fine, and obviously I just want to stay here. So the OC has just been left in the field, as we've been having quite a bit of high winds, so they put it behind the hedge, sorry, so that if the wind blows, it'll either hit the hedge first, or it will blow the IPT against the hedge and it won't go anywhere or damage it or whatever, and then hopefully the sheep won't sort of knock it over or whatever, if they have the strength to. Still haven't fixed, well I say fixed, but trimmed the tree there, and you can also see this doesn't look like it's been trimmed here either. But the sheep are enjoying themselves with the little bit of grass they have left. And we've got the cows enjoying themselves, same with the sheep, a little bit of grass that's left. The farmer's also thinking of maybe getting rid of this trough out of the field, because he's not sure if they actually need it, because in the winter they're sort of just living in the shed. So you think of getting either just a normal trough or having that but unplugging the pipes that go under the ground, because it's kind of pointless of having the pipes, because basically, so he doesn't have to keep on filling it up in the winter. Obviously the sheep aren't in the field in the winter, it's not going to matter, and the water will obviously freeze with the ice, but by the time the sheep are out again there won't be too much ice and it shouldn't be too cold. So he's thinking maybe to get a different trough or taking that out completely, and then in the summer when it gets hot he brings a trough in or something like that. Yeah, we'll see what he does. Then here we have the Iveco lorry flatbed. Still hasn't got a cattle box for it, but currently he's moving a bit of hay for someone. I believe it's 16 bales. Yeah, 8 on the bottom, well 10 on the bottom, and then 6 on top. He would have put those 2 bales like that, but they would have rolled off because there's not enough space, and obviously that sort of blocks the other bales from rolling off. And so he doesn't have straps. Not the smartest idea, but I mean, if he's not travelling too far he'd be fine. But yeah, so he's just moving a bit of hay for someone. And behind him we have the contractor's 6210R John Deere with their Lemken plough on the back, 5/4 plough. So he's just heading back after doing a bit of ploughing. So yeah, and he's obviously behind the hay lorry, so yeah, but he's getting a bit impatient. But if he goes that way, the contractor's going the other way, so he'll just be able to just go straight back to the yard. But maybe the contractor's going to the shippy or something, I don't know. So yeah. So if you enjoyed the video guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.